Good afternoon, everyone. Diane Baldwin in Sponsored Programs. I feel like, so what I'm going to share with you are some small projects that we have done that aren't sexy, aren't complex, but have made a real difference in reducing the amount of time we spend in our work. We've literally saved hundreds of hours of non-value added work to allow people to focus on more analytical work. And these have all been accomplished by Sarah Burnham in our office, who's a compliance manager. So I picked these three just because they felt relevant. So some of you may know that Sponsored Programs is responsible for personnel activity reports. Twice a year, we have to certify your faculty effort and anyone paid off of federal awards to be able to be in compliance federally. And we do about 4,000 of these twice a year, and about 60% of them arrive right at the deadline. So you can imagine the amount of reminders we're sending out to people to try and get these completed. She developed a process by just connecting through BUID on our shared drive with our email using Copilot, where we're sending reminders, but we're also automatically attaching their PAR report, so they don't have to go dig into their email to find the original one we sent. So we think it's a much better customer service experience, so they're not digging. But it has helped us get, because we can do it and generate it so quickly, we are starting to get more in as we send out reminders. So it's been a small but impactful project. Another has been, we create for the community a valid, invalid account report that we post to the web to support administrators to bounce up against, whether they're doing a journal or a cost transfer, just to make sure they don't get bounced out of the system by using an incorrect account. Here's another one where she utilized, we're really using very simple tools, Excel and Copilot, and she's been able to sort of parse out those and update those very quickly using Copilot, and we post them. It's really eliminated any human error when you're not touching a million macros and a bunch of different rows in Excel. So really able to generate that report now with a click of a button, when it used to be over a half hour to produce a single report. So we're saving a great deal of time here. The last example, where our compliance team is responsible for producing from the SAP work list the sort of distribution of what work our post-award officers need to focus on, whether it's journal changes, salary changes, terminations. And now with a click of a button, she's able to produce an email report that sends that out to everyone very quickly. So it's amazing the difference in time we're not spending doing manipulation of tools. And I included this slide because Sarah has really expressed to a lot of us, she's viewed Copilot as a collaborator or a consultant, really not someone that's going to take over her job. She's really positioned this as, how do I use that as a tool to support my learning? How do I do better in what I'm doing? So we're really promulgating that across the organization. Here are some of our other accomplishments and some other future goals. I did want to give a shout out to our industry engagement team. John Gilbert, who is here today, has led the implementation of an off-the-shelf product called Pinsights, which really redlines and reviews contracts. That group reviews over 1,000 contracts a year, and it really does work to make sure that they are finding that information and that they're reducing human error. It's not just about a time saver, and I think we can cite that for our projects as well. So I think that's all I have. I was encouraged to see some of the things on our future list were on Ozer's list and others. So I thank you.